What is going on with the camera? Hold on, I got this. Bam! That's bright. What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again, and welcome to the second edition of Let Me Google That Crypto for you. In case you guys aren't familiar with the... excuse me. There we go. Someone was stuck down there. In case you aren't familiar with the format, it goes like this. Donations get top priority. Next is going to be people that are members of the channel. So they have the little soak coin next to their name. You must tag me in the question because otherwise it's too hard to go through all of them. And so after that, it'll be the tagged at Son of a Tech, and that will be the cryptocurrency we go with. Obviously, we do need to address the crash of Bitcoin today. And yes, this morning I was like, we should see an initial pump, and we did. It wasn't great, but we did see a little initial pump from, of course, the Elon announcement, but then we saw a crash, or sort of everything going down in price. Let me just clarify once again for everybody that is new to crypto, you take your profits on the way up and you take some profits on the way down. It's not rocket science. You just do what you can. You never know what's going to happen. It's a risky game. That's the way it plays out. All right. So I just want to make that clear so everybody's kind of, I know that that's going to be a big question today, of course, with where I think Bitcoin's down to like 52K. I think ETH is down to like 16 or something. And yes, ETH could go to much lower figures, especially with everything going on with MEV right now, at least in my humble opinion. I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on that as well. So we like to stick to coins that I don't have anything on yet. And then, of course, we like to, like I said, prioritize the donations and then prioritize the ats. And the ats from people that have the soak coin next to their name. And then finally, we like to stick to coins currently. Maybe we'll do another series where we start digging into tokens. But at this time, we're sticking with coins. So we aren't talking about tokens that are on the Ethereum blockchain, the Tron chain, whatever it is. We aren't talking about tokens for this particular series. So hopefully that goes ahead and clarifies all of that for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and scroll up and find the first one. Looks like we have Evie asking for QRL. So I am going to Google that for you. First, we're going to take a sip of our non-alcoholic brewski, the Heineken, following the Joe. Those do taste good. Following the Joe Rogan thing or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. To be honest with you, I don't know what QRL stands for, so we're just going to have to DuckDuckGo it. QRL crypto. Let's see. QRL, the quantum resistant ledger. Uh-oh. There's going to be some keywords in this biscuit, isn't there? All right, so let's go ahead and start taking a look at this. Nothing new there. Security by design. Platform secured by XMSS. Future proof, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, API documentation, GitHub, we'll get that running. QRL nodes. For miners, what do we got going? Mining docs. Let's see. CPU mining. XM rig. What's the algo? Let's go ahead and figure this out. So we are talking about a proof of work coin, but it did look like we had master nodes as well. Let's see. So, did it say the algo? Random X. Okay. Random X. Cool. So same as Monero, huh? That's what we got so far from it. Let's take a look at the white paper. Open the README. Usually it'll just open. Hold on. Go to file. I want to read it in here. Hold on. I think I'm not pulling that right. Let's see if it's up here. Roadmap. Is this basically Monero? Weighted threshold EMS file letterization documentation APIs. Log. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do QRL. I don't know why it's putting it like that for me right now. 1 second, boys. AMI is a token. We're doing QRL, so we're going to be talking about QRL right now, boys. So what was the, so if we go back, scroll down here, what were we looking for? Okay, so just nodes, okay. I want to make sure it wasn't like master nodes or something along those lines, because there was Perl, which had, you could mine it and was master nodes, so I want to make sure that wasn't the case here. And we already have this pulled up, but for whatever reason, I can't seem to get the white paper to show. 2 years ago, huh? Wait, is there a new white paper? What do you mean new white paper? All right, I'm gonna just Google my way through this thing. The QRL. QRL, what do we want to find out? Governance. Governance. There's just not a lot of information on this coin. Like, I don't care about who's working on it usually. Not my bag of tea. really not enough here to go off of yet. All we really know is that it uses RandomX in its proof of work. That's about it so far. That's just press kits. Can't even read the white paper because I'm a dummy. Why won't it open this PDF for me? There we go. Okay. Let's see. Governance. No? Nothing? Let's see. Oh, because we can't search it like that. What if we download it? Make it easier. There we go. Governance, nothing listed. Okay, let's see what, I don't think they got any development in here. All right, let's just get an idea of what's going on then. All right, so private digital monies must be secure against computing advances to achieve longevity. The design and issuance of a cryptocurrency ledger utilizing hash-based digital signatures, which are resistant to classical and quantum computing attack, is presented. Got it. So they are trying to be resistant against quantum computers for mining or security. Is that what I understand? So they use RandomX. Is the fear that you could use quantum computing to 51% attack the network? Is that what they're trying to say? All right, the concept of a peer-to-peer internet ledger of value recorded as a blockchain and secured by proof of work was first purported in 2008. Bitcoin remains the most widely used cryptocurrency to date. I hate how every white paper wants to tell me about Bitcoin for another hour. Hundreds of similar cryptocurrency ledgers have been subsequently created, but with few exceptions, they rely on the same elliptic curve public key cryptography. Okay, to generate digital signatures which allow transactions to be verified securely. The most commonly used signature schemes today, such as ECDSA, DSA, and RSA, are theoretically vulnerable to quantum computing attack. It would be valuable to explore the design and construction of quantum-resistant blockchain ledger. Okay, so what they're trying to do is create basically a different type of cryptography that is resistant to quantum computers being able to essentially decode the cryptography, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that as an idea. I think that this type of work needs to be being done, if that makes sense. Bitcoin transaction security is currently only possible to spend from a Bitcoin address by creating a transaction containing a valid elliptic curve signature from the private key for that specific Bitcoin address. If the truly randomly generated private key is kept secret or lost, then no funds can reasonably be expected to move from that address ever. The chance of a specific Bitcoin private key collision is 1 in 2 to the 256th power. The probability of any Bitcoin address key collision can be estimated using the birthday problem. The number of Bitcoin addresses which must be generated to result in a 0.1% chance of collision is 5.4 times 10 to the 23rd. However, when a transaction is signed, then the ECDSA public key of the spending address is revealed and stored in the blockchain. Best practice is for addresses not to be reused, but as of November 16th, 49.58% of the entire Bitcoin ledger balance is held in addresses with exposed public keys. Got it. Quantum computing attack vectors. Okay, so this is interesting just from the perspective of what they are saying is the vulnerability for current blockchain technology. All right, so here's the attack vectors for quantum computing on like Bitcoin essentially, or Ethereum, or anything that's using the same type of cryptography, right? So RSA, DSA, and ECDSA remain secure based upon the computational difficulty of factorization of large integers, the discrete logarithm problem, and the epileptic and the elliptic curve discrete logarithm problem. Shor's quantum algorithm, 1994, solves factorization of large integers and discrete logarithms in polynomial time. Therefore, a quantum computer could theoretically reconstitute the private key given an ECDSA public key. Yeah, okay, got it. It is thought ECDSA is more vulnerable to quantum attack than RSA due to the use of smaller key sizes with 1300 and 1600 qubit. Quantum computer able to solve 228-bit ECDSA. All right, so what are they proposing to solve this, I guess? Is unclear. Okay, significant. All right, so quantum resistant signatures. Here's what we're interested in. There are several important cryptographic systems which are believed to be quantum resistant. Hash-based cryptography, code-based cryptography, lattice-based cryptography, multivariate quadratic equations cryptography, and secret key cryptography. All these schemes are thought to resist both classical and quantum computing attacks given sufficiently long key sizes. Forward secure hash-based digital signature schemes exist with minimal security requirements that rely upon the collision resistance of cryptographic hash function. Changing the chosen hash function produces a new hash-based digital signature scheme. Hash-based digital signatures are well studied and represent the primary candidate for post-quantum signatures in the future. As such, they are the chosen class of post-quantum signature for QRL. All right, so hash-based digital signatures is what they're going to use. So quantum-resistant hash-based signatures rely upon the security of one-way cryptographic hash function, which takes a message, M, and outputs a hash digest, H, of fixed length, N, i.e. SHA-256, SHA-512. Using a cryptographic hash function, it should be computationally infeasible to brute force M from H, pre-image resistance, or brute force H from H2, where H2 equals hash second pre-image resistance, while it should be very hard to find two messages M1 does not equal M2 that produce the same H. Okay, so really, basically, hash-based digital signatures require a public key for verification and a private key for signing a message. Various hash-based one-time signatures will be discussed regarding their suitability for inclusion as a large part of the blockchain ledger. All right, so let's see if they got tree signature state examples, XMSS, extend, okay. What am I looking for then? I get all that, enough of it to understand what they're trying to do. Okay, so this is the proposed signature scheme. In the design of QRL, it is important that the cryptographic security of the signature scheme is secure against classical and quantum computing attack, both in present day and also future decades. XMSS using SHA-256, where W equals 16, offers 196-bit security with predicted safety against brute force computational attack until the year 2164. Okay. QRL signatures, an extensible stateful asymmetrical hypertree signature scheme composed of chained XMSS trees. Got it. Okay. Asymmetry. Okay. So all that we really don't need to do. So deterministic wallet using a single seed. It is possible to generate a very large XMSS tree. Got it. Okay. Understood. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff then. So what sets this cryptocurrency apart is that they are basically trying to preemptively prevent the decrypting of the blockchain by, of course, quantum computers. At least that's what I understand. They are doing this by changing essentially the cryptographic strategies, right? So we kind of went over all that. I believe, what was it called again? My bad. Anyways, I think it was like hash-based something, blah, blah, blah. I should have wrote it down. I'll save this though. So that's interesting. So we know what it does different. We also know that it is along the lines of Monero, so that's good. As far as like it looks like it's going that direction with privacy. So we know that they do care about privacy, which is typically good. So from the white paper, it's looking fine. Fees, let's see. The author is the opinion that of the opinion that artificial fee markets, see Bitcoin, are unnecessary and run counter to the ideal of an open public blockchain ledger. Each transaction, if it pays a minimum fee, should be as valid as any other. The minimum fee miners are willing to accept should float, and be set by the market. Got it. Okay. I.e. nodes miners competitively set the lower bound of fees between themselves. An absolute minimum value will be enforced at protocol level. Thus, miners will order transactions from the mempool for inclusion in a block at their discretion. So this is one of those things where like a lot of people talk about like why like Monero is not as profitable. Yes, it is because it's primarily a CPU mineable coin, but also because they don't necessarily push up the fees as much as somebody like Ethereum. Obviously, they are along the same lines, and I appreciate that kind of forward thinking, because if we are talking about crypto in general and like the ideal behind it, and then being able for peers to exchange between each other, A, you want it to be private. B, you don't want it to be, you want everybody to be able to use it, right? And C, you want it to function quickly, obviously, but it does say that the block time is 60 seconds. So I'm actually fine with all of this. I guess my next question would be, what does their roadmap look like? And then if we go to their white paper, or not their white paper, if we go to the project, and let's see. So there is a QRL proof of stake white paper over here, which you probably want to keep an eye on. And then let's take a look at this. So here's an issue right off the bat, just to give you guys an idea. The last update was 10 months ago. Most of this stuff has been, I guess there's 5 months ago here, which was just updating versions for dependencies though. Let's see, when was the wallet last updated? The wallet was last updated 3 months ago. So fairly recent, but not really pushing any sort of crazy updates, anything recently. Well, it does say here updated 5 days ago. Hold on. Hash chains update. Okay, so it's a current project. It's a current project. They're working on it, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna sum this one up. Basically, what you're looking at is a cryptocurrency that is currently trying to solve a future issue. What does that mean? Well, I mean, all of this stuff needs to be worked on. It is not necessarily something that you're looking to invest in or something along those lines, but that's not everything that like blockchain is about. I know everybody is trying to make money off crypto, and I kind of get that. But when we do the coin reviews and so on, we are looking at the technology behind it, making sure that they are actually working on the project like we did here, and then going from there. If we're talking about basically a ledger, a blockchain ledger that is focused on peer-to-peer transactions with privacy, this looks pretty good. Definitely do your own research, hop in their discords, whatever else, and go from there. I really do like their kind of focus on, like I said, privacy, as well as trying to resolve a future problem. It is a little bit above my head. So as far as from like which cryptographic strategies, I guess is what I would call them, is best and more resistant to like quantum computing, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm glad somebody is looking at it, if that makes sense. So we're going to move on to the next coin. I am going to scroll up here. Give me a second. I saw a couple. Why does this not work like... All right. I almost got him. I believe the next was Kevin Fincel. Thanks for the $5. Can you check out MVL, Mass Vehicle Ledger? All right. Let's clear this out. Let's hop back into it. Take a quick drink. I never want that. Well, I might have to go through there to find their main website, huh? All right. Trust-driven ecosystem where all participants' vehicle data is transparently exchanged at fair value and all vehicle-related services are connected in one. This sounds like a regulation nightmare, but okay. Also, it looks like a token, my dude. Yeah. We don't do tokens on this one. I'll add it to the list for basically in the future when we start doing the token system or when we start reviewing tokens. That's fair. I'm going to add it to my Google Sheet for you, but we are not doing tokens today. Well, and are they moving from, that's kind of interesting though. So they are moving from ERC20 to the Binance stuff. Or this is a way for you to swap over to it from ERC20 to BEP2. All right, so it's on the list, dude. Spiffcoin. All right, I got you back, dude. Brainy Beaver, and thanks for the 2 Canadian coins. Spiffcoin. Get me a virus. All right. So is this just supposed to be a, it all begins with an idea. Today you can buy the greatest idea. Maybe you want to turn hobby into something more, or maybe you have a creative project to share with the world. Whatever it is, the way you tell your story online can make all the difference. What is this? In all my 69 years of trading, I have never been so impressed by a cryptocurrency. I even got my wife Sheila invested. Warren Buffett Jr. Oh. You're funny. What's gonna happen if I hit get started? Oh no, it's a Rick roll. Alright, Randy Beaver, you win today. That was fun. Thanks for sharing. Alright. Let's see what's next, boys. I'm losing track of everything. It's hard to keep track. Is there a better way to keep track of like the donations and stuff? Let me see here. Is there a better way to keep track of that stuff so I can see? Like, is there a... Because I know I've missed a couple. And it doesn't seem to sticky them. Why doesn't it sticky them for me? Oh, dear Lord. All right, so I know I missed a couple, and I'm trying to figure out how to look at my super chats. Give me a second to figure that out. I guess I need to learn all this, huh? How to see all super chats. Watch me Google. Okay, it's not helping me at all. It's not helping me at all, boys. I'm popping out the chat and we're gonna just get to it, okay? I don't know what we're gonna do about it though, because I know there are people ahead of it, but we got to keep the show going. I'm gonna Google and figure. I can't even go up higher than that. Why won't it let me go higher? No. No. It took all the chat away, dude. Oh, got it. All messages are got it. All right, we're good. Give me a second. I think. Nope. Okay, we're screwed. Man, boys, stressing me out today. Yeah, we're using OBS. It's not streaming this the problem. It's the YouTube chat goes away too fast. That's my problem. So when I do this and we have other people that were in the list essentially for the donations or whatever, I'm going to hit viewer. See, viewer activity, it's showing me no super chats or members yet, which doesn't make any sense. Because usually in the dashboard, it'll show you all of the super chats, and all of the super chats are missing. So that's kind of the problem we ran into. I don't know why it's broke though. So apologies for that. I think somebody had put PiCoin next, and then from there I don't know. So we will do PiCoin. I know everybody's been asking about it. To be frank, I think PiCoin is shit, but we'll Google it for you. No, that's only if you do different, like I just have OBS with none of the pop-ins or whatever. I don't have it attached to my accounts because I don't like that. And I don't use, Stream Elements will have it still. It's a good point. Stream Elements will have that. I think. I'm not positive it's connected still. I use Stream Elements, not Stream Labs, but I've been doing a lot. Okay, cool. We got them all here. Good idea. Thanks, guys. That helped me remember. Picoin is next. All right, cool. Picoin. Look at that wild chart. I don't think this is right. Picoin? Thought. What's this? Is Picoin completely dead? Is it listed anywhere? Historical data? No! What are you doing? Picoin network. Are they still like, oh, they are still going. Okay, my question is, are they on any exchanges at all anymore? What is their symbol? I don't think Picoin's even on any exchanges anymore, guys. Yeah, like, what the? I mean, it stopped. It got delisted in like January. So what are you guys trying to do here? I remember when it came out, it was pretty bad. Doesn't surprise me that it's not around anymore, but let's see. Oof. I mean, it'd be great if you earned Pi and could actually send it to an exchange to exchange it for anything, but at this point, that's not even possible. So, I wouldn't touch it. As far as being a scam, I wouldn't call it a scam though. So you guys need to understand. This is how life works. All right. People try things, and sometimes those things don't work. That's what Picoin is. People tried things, and it didn't work. So it just ended up being a dead coin. It's not necessarily a scam, it's just a dead coin right now. Maybe it does something in the future, who knows, but they only have 2 people on their team right now. Looks like they've been delisted on every exchange. And the idea from the get-go was cool, but not necessarily viable in my opinion, because it made your phone run hot, if I recall last time I used it. Pi network. That's what we're on, is the Pi network. All right, hold on. Let's do this again. This is mindpi.com, the Pi network. The Pi network. We got it. So my question is this the one you guys are talking about? This is Pi network. It says Pi network right there. That's PiCoin though, I get that. So Pi network. Is it not just rebranded Pi? Pi network is super, dude, okay. I know what's going on. This is the same one that was rebranded back in 2017 and 2018, wasn't it? I wonder if we can archive that. Hold on. Is this the correct one? I wonder if we can do archive.org. What was the original Pi coin? How do you do that again? Okay, so you got 2 team members. Right? You still mine on your phone, which is the same as PiCoin was. Right? Right? So what I want to find, what's that archive website? Like archive.org, is that right? And then bear with me, I have a question. So PiCoin. No, wrong one. It's the PiCoin network. What I want to do is copy link address. Nothing. They archive anything? Yeah, back here. This is where I want to go. Just give me, here's a snapshot. Aw. I can't find everything that we need. My question is, I wonder if that one's still up and running. I know it's the dead one. My question is, who's the developer? This is the real one, which has 2 people working on it. This is Wayback Machine of the first one. And then this is the Bitcoin talk thread for the first one, which was for sure a scam. And Pi was originally a different project. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I can't remember it. It's been so long. And what I was trying to figure out is, because I know they've restarted this project multiple times, and curiosity made me think, well, we should check and see if the developers are shared at all, because then that would be a red flag. But I can't seem to find the developers for Pi. Nobody's saying it's a scam. I didn't even say it was a scam when I thought it was the old one still. But what you do want to see is if they're the same devs or not. Because otherwise your bags will look like the first bags. All right, so if we're looking at Pi network though, first of all, is it a scam? It's definitely not a scam. All right. So let's take a look. Is there a GitHub? You have 2 team members, no GitHub, and a crappy FAQ. Why do you guys like this? I'm not saying it's a scam. I just don't see anything valid here other than hype. Everybody says this. People have said this in the past. PiCoin was one. The PiCoin, not Pi network. Pretty much every staking coin says this. So that's all pretty much the same. Do we have any information for governance? No. Do we have... They're not on any... Reddit. Is anybody on Reddit or here, Pi Network, GitHub? Do they have a GitHub? It's Pi Discovery. Where's the, so, okay, cool. Here, I don't know who Huri is. That's not it. It's the old one, I guess. That's definitely the old one. That's not even the same thing. All right, we're going to move on to another coin because I can wrap it up with this. There's only 2 people on the team. We don't know where it's going at this point. We don't know who else is working on it. If you want to download the app and mine it on your phone, I guess that's cool, but it says it's mining in the background even if you close the app. I'm not comfortable with running anything like that on my phone. Maybe if I had a spare device, I would run it, but due to security concerns, etc., I definitely don't want to be running something on my phone that will continue to run in the background even if I close the app. Is that fair enough? Other than that, maybe in the future, if it's validated and everything seems good, we'll go from there. It is good news that it appears. Well, let's take a look real quick. I wanted to confirm that. Did it pass the Apple Store, or do you have to use the dev thing? That's a good question. Hold on. All right, so this is good news. It does look like it is on, it did pass the App Store certifications. So in my mind, that is a little bit better, I think. So kudos there, because then at least you should be a little bit safer than, you know, if it was just on Google Play Store, or if you're installing it through developer mode or something along those lines. I guess I'll do some more research and figure it out. I don't know what it means by social networking though. So I'll go into it from there. I'll throw it on. I have a spare iPhone that I don't have any personal information on. We'll see if we can throw it on there. I wouldn't throw it on a personal phone, but me, I don't even put Instagram or anything like that on my phone. So I'm weird too, like that. So there you go. But thanks for bringing me on to it, and we'll take a look at it. It does have 5.7K reviews, so there's that. I wish that there was more information on how it functions, maybe a white paper, maybe a direct link to their GitHub so that we could review the code and see how often it's being updated and that sort of thing. See if anybody has pending issues with it, but at this point, that's all I got because we can't really go any further into it. But it is added to my list. All right. So let's see. We missed one at the beginning, which was SafeMoon, or was that the one that was a SafeMoon's going to be the last one, guys, and then I'm going to add the others to, because we're getting pretty close here to the end. We just want to do an hour. Let's take a look. So, is what is it? Safely to the moon. Is this a token? Yeah, this is the one that was a token, right? Yeah, so this isn't a coin. What chain is it based on? BNB? Yeah, so this isn't a coin. These aren't things that we can do. If you guys really like this this format, and we can set up, like, I don't know, either alternating weeks for tokens and coins, or maybe possibly do 2 live streams, just let me know in the comment section below, and then we'll go from there as far as that goes. So we are going to wrap it up. I did want to give some shout outs to everybody that donated today. We do have them on the list, so we'll try to add them for next week. We have MT Coiner which is asking about Hex, Hex. We have Miguel asking about Zim, XIM. We have MT Coiner still asking for a Hex. We'll definitely add that to our list. And then we have, let's see, Adam and Cosmos by XJ13, he was asking. Psycoin by Firefist. And hold on. What else did we have? EAC from Page. And Xcash from Ethan. So we will add all those in. And Kadeem just asked for Ravencoin, but, or was that Ravencoin? Vertcoin. All right. We've already done videos on Vertcoin, so we will be doing this for coins that we haven't reviewed. This weekend's WTF is coin is a joke coin. That'll be coming out Saturday. It's the WSB coin that was built with Komodo. Really, we're going to be reviewing it not from the aspect of a coin, but from the aspect of what Komodo and that platform is allowing people to do. But look for that video on Saturday. It'll be called WTF is WSB coin. We should have, I'm trying to think what we had. We had a couple planned. I think it's RaveOS tomorrow. And we still need to look at HiveOS. Or the Hivon pool taking on MEV. We need to look at that pretty bad. So we got to do that for sure. And then we've already talked about Bitcoin Z a lot in the past, Farhan. And everybody that's asking about coins, I get it. We're kind of going through these and getting a few in every week. And then we have our dedicated on Saturday. There's a lot of coins, a lot of tokens, a lot of stuff to cover. We're trying to cover as much of it as we can on the channel, with still having that primary focus of mining, because that's where a lot of y'all discovered the channel through. So don't worry about that. More how-tos coming, like I said. So tomorrow, I'm thinking it's going to be RaveOS. We also have just we did pick up a new MacBook for Mama, and it has the M1 in it. So we've already been figuring out how to mine on the M1. So that video is coming, which will be cool. That's more of a fun video. So far this week, we will have a how-to video, a fun video, and another coin review video. So if you are interested in any of that stuff, hit the sub button and the notification bell down below. Once again, thanks everybody for hanging out. If you guys are interested in hanging out any further, we will be at my Twitch channel for gaming, which we don't know if you guys want to hang out and play video games or watch video games. And that's the link for that if you guys want to go over and follow over there. I'll see you next Tuesday.